What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, what's going to happen with this upcoming week? Now, it's going to happen two ways. We're either going to reject off of resistance and bounce off of support and keep on dropping, or we're going to bounce and probably go back to the same high of 445 in the triple Qs. Let's check this out. And by the way, we do have a Discord. We are hitting over 150% every week. Guys, I post my plays. We're hitting it left and right if you want to come in and check it out. And by the way, we do have a crypto channel. It is growing and blowing up so fast. 100%, 20%, 50, 60%, 120%, 200%. Guys, come in the Discord. The link is in the description or in the comments of the video. Alright guys, let's get into this. Now I'm going to talk about the Mega 7 and indexes. Now there is something I do want to point out is there is actually something that one of my buddies posted in the Discord, and I kind of want to make a video about it. So let's check it out. Sorry, I cut it off early. Now there's something I've been talking about quite a while now, is how to understand the market. Now there's a thing I talk about, and to drop to support, you don't need a black swan event. You need just a simple rotation of the market. And I actually had a buddy make something, and I kind of want to show you, so check this out. Now this is what I was talking about. This is the triple Qs. Now this right here, this was the bull market that we had in the past. This was a previous bear market, and here's the rally from beyond, or last bear market, or bull market. Sorry, it's Saturday, bear with me. Now this is what I've been talking about, this drop right here that could possibly come. Do you need a black swan event? No. Do you need a stock market crash to happen? No. This right here can happen, this right here can happen from the tech companies, because it's just simple rotation in the tech companies. So if that happens, all your tech companies are just going to go down to support again, and it's really just going to go down and bounce again. Now the bigger picture is, now we are in the type of market where it's 2024. It's not it's not 1920 anymore. So pretty much, like, if you know that the markets go sideways for sometimes for 10-20 years, and now since the market has pumped so hard, that's probably what we're going to get in the market. We're probably going to get a bounce of support and trade sideways for a while. Is the economy doing great? Is inflation just going to go down and we're just going to keep on pumping? No, I really doubt it. So I kind of just wanted to show you that picture on what I mean usually about the market dropping. That kind of gives you more of a concept of what can happen. So pretty much it's just simple rotation of the market. But let's go over the indexes and all the tech companies and everything for this upcoming week. So next week, you need to watch out for this. Next week, it's going to be nothing crazy, I don't think, unless if it actually does break. But the Nas is in a jam, and the sp500 and Google and pretty much everything is in a jam right now. The reason why is because look at this. So here's the Nas. So right now we are in a jam pretty much on the Nas. If we reject from here around 17,850, if this rejects, this could consolidate and just trade sideways and do a microphone effect where it could just wait out people. Right now the market's on support, and a lot of the tech companies are on support, and I really don't think they're going to just break it, especially after a lot of them just did a free fall like Meta. I think we will be trading on this support for a while. So just be very careful. If we do reject right here, it's probably going to go back down to around 17,350. Now, if we put that in the triple Qs, now the problem with the triple Qs is it's a very, very, very small area. I mean, if you're doing calls and puts, you could probably make 80-90%. But what you need to watch out for is this rejecting and killing time. Now, if it does this can go all the way until May, like probably the beginning of May. Now to break this, where it just gets pushed out, you're looking at May 7th. That's going to be your end date on this little spot right here. It will have no choice to pick a side. It's either going to break above or break below. What do I think? I think it's going to break above. honestly. I think it's going to break above. I mean, it could break this big channel that we've been talking about forever. And if it does break this channel, it's going to start a new bear market like this, like the previous one where we just broke the channel right here, the support, and just gave out. But the thing is, it didn't do a microphone effect. Notice how it just gave out and just went. Now, this one, I think the market is kind of in like a gray area where a lot of people don't believe in the bear market, or they don't believe in a drop. They think we're just going to rally. And especially right now in 2024, there's a lot more traders than there was in 2020 or 2021. So that can give a bigger effect to it, mostly due because of volume. But just be very careful. If you're going to play options, I would definitely pay attention to this level of around 432, which I pointed out that we were going to rally to, and we did that exactly. So great job if you've been subbing the channel. And by the way, if you've been following the channel for a while, give me a like. That helps out a ton. Now, if we do break above this, your next resistance is going to be around 450. Do I think it's going to go to there? No, I don't think so, mostly due to tech companies. I'll show you in a second why. Now, if we do break this, it can't just be the triple Qs that breaks and then starts a bear market. You're going to need all the indexes to break this channel and this support. So just throwing that out there. But let me show you something. On the Mega 7, this is the exact same channel. So this big channel right here is the exact same thing as this big channel right here. So in order to break, you're going to need all the Mega 7 companies mostly to break, well, the big ones like Apple, Microsoft, and all that to break. Now, if they do start breaking this channel, yes, we can start to drop. And I will post it. If you want to sub to the channel, you'll probably hear it first before anyone else. Like how I called this drop out before anyone else because everyone was so brainwashed. Now, the thing is, in order to drop, we need these companies to break this support, and none of them have broke support. So don't be one of those bears saying, oh, we're going to go down because the market dropped really hard and we're just going to keep on going. No, I don't believe we're going to do that yet. So just throwing that out there. If you are one of those bear market guys, or if you have a buddy that's a hardcore bear right now, send them this video. Hopefully it'll open up their eyes. But in order to drop, we need to break this support. So if Meta breaks around 430, around 443 and holds, then we can. Now, if this does bounce, just be very careful, because if this bounces and pushes back into this channel, the triple Qs could possibly break above this channel. So just be very careful and make sure you're watching Meta. On AMD also, it hasn't broke above the channel. Now, if this does break above this channel around 157, then that could probably help the triple Qs break above and push. But if it doesn't, you do have support around 140. If it breaks 140, that means it broke its channel. So just, pointing that out there. Now on Tesla, now here's the thing with Tesla. Tesla is at resistance also. So if Meta decides to bounce and AMD decides to bounce, Tesla could break above and run to 200. And if that happens, that could push the triple Qs higher. Now on Amazon, check this out though. Amazon is actually below this channel right here, and this support from the old channel is going to act like a resistance, and look at that, we hit it perfectly. So if you've been following the channel, great job. That's why you sub to this channel. Now if this rejects, this is definitely going to send the triple Qs down lower. Amazon is 6%. It does have some head weight to it, so just throwing that out there. It actually can help the market move. So just be very careful. Now with Apple's one of the ones that you do need to watch for next week, because if it does break above, say if it does push to the top of this channel around 173, Apple or the triple Qs definitely will push to around 434, 435. And if that happens, it might go a little bit higher. Now Microsoft, check this out. Microsoft channel, the channel that it's been going in for a while, is actually not that big. It is actually quite small, which is kind of confusing because the other ones are really big. But check this out. Microsoft is either building another channel and is going to trade sideways, or it's either going to break above, get back into this channel, and then rocket to around 438, or it's going to just build a channel, go sideways, and then eventually break the support of around 395. Now, the thing is, you need to watch Microsoft and Apple, because if they break this support, we are going to break that support in the triple Qs and go lower to like 400, 335, something like that. Now, if that does happen, there is one or two other things that you need to pay attention to, and that's the 10-year yield. If the 10-year yield will actually give you a heads up if this is going to happen, mostly due to it's in a small channel. Here, let me show you. So here's the weekly. Now look at this 10-year. This channel right here is actually super small. So if this does break around 4.7%, it will push to 5.6%, and that definitely will push the triple Qs to the low 300s. So if the 10-year yield actually does break next week or the week after that, and it breaks above and it starts to push, then I would definitely be very careful if you are a bull, because if this thing rallies, it's going to absolutely destroy you. And then also pay attention to DXY. DXY is actually building a channel. I think it did break out at close. Now, if it does push to the top of its channel right here, it's definitely going to help break that, that jam and probably push the triple Qs lower. So there's a lot riding on this upcoming next 2 weeks, because now the market's trying to make a different rotation in the market, and I don't want to see anyone get trapped. Now, if we do push, definitely pay attention to the triple QE, because the triple QE, if it does push to its resistance on the top of this channel, that's going to be around around $87 flat, and that's probably the same thing as if you put that in the triple Qs. That's probably going to be around 438. So it's really going to come down to what the market decides. It's really kind of hard to tell what the market's going to do. Usually I can tell what the market's going to do, but it's actually going to be a 50-50 right now. One thing that could help is check out Google. Google did make a crazy push. Now it's above its day chart, which is extremely oversold levels, or over whatever, you know what I'm talking about. It's at extreme levels. Now, if this rejects, this could help push a lot of the other triple Qs down. If it does push down, 166 is going to be your support, but it's definitely doing a false breakout right now. We did buy puts on Google at Friday. I didn't really post them, but me and my buddies did. So not financial advice, but definitely a good area for puts if you are hoping the triple Qs are going to drop. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's whatever. On the sp500, here's the thing. If the triple Qs does break, watch the sp500 support. So around 480, around 4855, 4855 is going to be support. So if the triple Qs does break, like say if it does break, it's going to find support wherever the sp500 finds support. So if the triple Qs does break, definitely pay attention to the sp500, because when it finds support, that's what's going to hold up the triple Qs. So just food for thought. I kind of wanted to go over some just straight basic stuff that no other YouTuber is going to explain to you. They're probably just going to show you a chart from 1920, or Ron's probably going to say, hey, look at my MACD indicator that I renamed and called power swings. Or the stock channel, it's probably going to just gaslight you nonstop. But just wanted to help you guys. But hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Please don't drink and drive, and sub to the channel. Later, guys.